tonight, man, the New York Jets, the Jets, they were set to get David Bailey or Reese, right? Remember in my draft, I was comparing them to Arvell Reese being Mike Parsons and David Bailey being Daniel Hunter. Everybody thought they were gonna pick Reese. They picked David Bailey. To my surprise, I'm like, whoa. But it's all about what that franchise see in that player. Okay, now I'm thinking flashy, and it's Reese. It's Reese. But if you're thinking like long term and scheme wise and all of this, David Bay, like they're both solid, man. So you can't even fault you can't fault the Jets for going with Bailey. Maybe he fits their system. Maybe he's what their coaches talked about. Maybe they see what they. But we're all in on Arvell Reese. We were all in on Reese, and he failed too. It's crazy. So anyway, whatever, man. Congrats to the Jets. You can't go wrong with either one of these dudes. You just can't. We just thought Reese was gonna go first, So hey, listen, I was wrong, but not really. I was like, they both could go over each other, but I just took Reese over. You know what I'm saying? So congrats to the. Oh my god. Oh my god. Isn't it ironic? The team Geno went to gets the number 2 pick, and he's a solid quarterback now. And the Raiders, who he's coming from, get the number 1 pick, get the number 1. Hey, Geno. Y'all know this is personal when a team get rid of you. If the Jets was to ever, can y'all put that on the schedule? Can the Jets play the Raiders in 26? Is that on the schedule? I want to see that game. That is going to be personal. That is going to be a personal game. Geno playing against a team that let him go for this other kid right here. If he can whoop them, Geno don't even care. In New York, or it'll be better in Vegas, though. It'll be better if they go down there and whoop them in their little new franchise Heisman quarterback. Ooh. Well, how that saying? Revenge is best served. How that saying go? Cold is best served cold. That'll be a great revenge story. Whoever make the schedule, can y'all please put that on the schedule, please? Oh no, the schedule is already out right for the draft. Dang it. But anyway, that's a nice little headline story, man. The team that he's coming from is the number 1 team, and they're selecting a quarterback. So obviously they got rid of him to replace him. And then the way the Jets are treating him, like they're getting him new linemen, they're getting new receivers. The Jets are just laying the red carpet out for him. So it's like, okay, Raiders, this how y'all did me. You see how my Jets is doing me, right? Even though they did me wrong, this team that drafted him, but they're doing me right now. I want to see that game. I want to see him play the Jets. Him play the Raiders. That'll be sweet. But anyway, on to the next one, man. The first 2 weren't surprising. We're gonna get into some surprises here. Some big surprises. Well, not really. Most teams kind of did what they didn't go with the same player, but they went with a similar, player to address that position. Teams address their positions. There were a couple of desperate moves. There were a couple of head scratchers. We'll go through them, but the first 2 so far. On to the next one, baby.